Hey, what's up, my YouTube family? You know who's in the house? Your man DJ Roxy from Roxy Entertainment, Roxy Electronics and Repair, coming to you with another video. In today's video, I'm gonna be giving you some tips on the turntable that's gonna be the right fit for you. So whether you are a DJ or a producer, which might be the ideal turntable for your setup. So in this video, we're gonna be focusing on two types of turntable: the professional direct drive turntable and the more economic turntable, which is the belt drive turntable. Now, if you are a producer and you have a professional turntable, I would not, recommend that you go ahead and buy a belt drive turntable. But if you don't have no turntable at all, and you want to know which turntable is the right fit for you, and where it's gonna be, where you don't need to spend so much money on a turntable. If you're not DJing, you're just using this turntable for the studio, highly recommend one of these economic belt drive turntable that's gonna go in the range of from anywhere $80 to maybe $200 for the more expensive ones. Now, if you are a DJ and you're a professional DJ, would never recommend belt drive turntables. We're not gonna get into the difference between direct drive and belt drive. There's many videos on YouTube that you can look it up. We're gonna get right into the point. But the direct drive is a more professional turntable, and in particular the Technics 1200, which was the one that dominated the market, especially for us as DJ. The Technics 1200 came out in the 70s, and it still today is one of the best turntable ever. Highly recommend this turntable. Another turntable inside out. I'm a technician at Roxy Electronics and Repair. So if you have a problem with your turntable, CDJs, mixers, controllers, speakers, Roxy Electronics, located at 1000 MC Music Factory in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now that we got that out of the way, so this turntable, the Technics 1200, are an awesome turntable if you're DJing. If you are, we're gonna push this to the side. If you are a producer, if you're producing in your home studio or even in a professional studio, you're just gonna need something like this. And the good thing about this versus the professional turntable, most professional turntables do not come with built-in preamp. And this, believe it or not, comes with a built-in preamp, which is gonna give you a line output. The other one is gonna give you, the professional turntable like the Technics is only gonna give you a phono output, meaning that you have to boost on your sampler a lot of gain to get that. With this, you don't have to boost much on your sampler because it has a built-in preamp that's gonna take that to a line level. So that's the big difference, and why I highly recommend these for the studio as well. Apart from the price range, it's very economic, it's very cheap turntable. Some of these, like this one, came with the stylus, and we're gonna be doing a video on different stylus. I did a video like that, but we're gonna do an upgrade video on different type of stylus and different type of needles that you can use on your turntable. But in this video, we're gonna be focusing mostly on these turntables. So, like I said, I'm gonna be showing you turntables that I have. So like I said, this one in particular is the Technics 1200 M3D, which is very similar to the MK2. Now, these are more economic, even though it's getting expensive. These Technics turntable 1200 is getting very expensive lately. You can get anywhere from the range of $400 up to $800 for Technics 1200 MK2 or M3D or even MK5. But we have other turntables, and if you haven't watched the video that I had, the limited edition, you can go ahead. I'm gonna leave the link below where you can watch. Those turntables are ridiculous expensive, which we're not gonna put them in this video because it's really out of a lot of us range, including myself. So this turntable, highly recommend the MK2s, the M3Ds, the MK5. Alright, but if you want to go into a more expensive budget, I got you. Alright, so right here we have one of my all-time favorite turntable, the Technics 1210 M5Gs. Now these are very similar to the turntables that I did a video on, the golden limited edition. These are very similar, just the only difference that the color scheme is different, and you don't have the limited plate that comes with the other turntable. But apart from that, it's the exact same turntable. Now these are a lot cheaper than those limited edition turntables, the golden one, but these are not cheap either. A matter of fact, if you are DJing, you own a pair of these or own one of these, be gentle about how you handle your turntables, especially if you're in and out doing gigs with these turntables, because just the tone arm alone can run you to $1,000 just for the replacement tone arm. So you know, you got to be very careful, and that don't even include the labor costs. So I'm very careful about when I take these out, and I hardly do gigs with these turntables. I use CDJs for most of my gigs. I use the CDJ 2000 Nestors too. I'm gonna do a video on why I do use the CDJs over the Technics or over any turntables when I'm doing gigs, especially like weddings. So stay tuned for that video. But that's a video for another time. Right here, like I said, we have the legendary M5Gs. Highly recommend this turntable. If you get a pair of these in a good deal, which you're not gonna find a pair of these right now for no less than $1,500, which I doubt, because these turntables, I mean, whoever have them know what they have. They cherish these turntables. Like me personally, I won't sell these turntables, and I sell a lot of stuff, but these turntables definitely are my keepers. They are my babies. Just like my SP1200 beat machine, this, when it comes to my DJ equipment, this is something I would never sell, because I cherish this turntable a lot. So let's go ahead with another turntable that I really recommend. Alright, so right here we have soon to be a legendary turntable, the Pioneer PLX 1000. Not the 500, but the 1000. I highly recommend, especially if you're a DJ and you're doing gigs. I highly recommend that you use professional equipment, not equipment that's gonna let you down, equipment that's gonna, you know, give you a bad reputation as a DJ, equipment that's gonna give you a bad review, because as a DJ you don't want a bad review, you know, for your bookings and stuff like that. So highly recommend one of my all-time favorite turntable, the PLX 1000. I'm selling these, so I'm not taking this out of the box. But I open up a lot of these. I DJ with a lot of these, especially 2018, 2019. All I was using is my Pioneer PLX until I was using my Pioneer CDJ 2000 Nestors too. So yeah, I highly recommend this turntable, the PLX 1000. So these just some of the turntables that I recommend. There are a lot of great turntables out there, but I'm just gonna speak on the turntables that I use. I use the Technics 1200. I use the 1210, the Technics 1210s, M5Gs, and I use the PLX 1000s. You know, as turntables, these are the turntables that I highly recommend, that I use. And as a technician, I know how these things are built. I know how they're built from inside out. So, alright, so with this, I'm gonna wrap it up. And if you have a problem with your turntable, your CDJs, mixers, controllers, speakers, Roxy Electronics and Repair got you covered. Located at 1000 MC Music Factory in Charlotte, North Carolina. You can check our website out at www.roxyentertainment.com. I'm gonna leave that link below. So if you have a problem, no matter, you can just ship it to our shop and we will repair it for you. So I hope this video was informative enough for any of you guys who's trying to figure out which turntable should I get. There you had it. It's your man DJ Roxy. Once again, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos. And I would like to take the time out to thank all my subscribers for subscribing. It's your man DJ Roxy. Until next time.